Good afternoon, everybody. I am back on the PCT. Just leaving Walker Pass Campground. Trail Angel just dropped me off after he picked me up in Kernville this morning. Great little town. Stayed at a nice, cool little hotel. Had a swimming pool, which was very refreshing in this heat. Good restaurants. Nice little grocery store. I was able to get my 3 days worth of food. It'll take me up to Meadows. Stopped by a fly fishing shop. Picked up some local flies, because my Tenkara fly rod is meeting me up at Kennedy Meadows in a couple days, so it's going to be about some trout up in the mountains there. It's about 425 degrees outside right now, so if you need any fish sticks, chicken nuggets, pizza bites, anything like that cooked up for your kids, I'm your guy. But yeah, no, it's going to be hot, so slow and steady is going to be the name of the game over the next few days. Watching that hydration, making sure I eat good, and taking lots of breaks, keeping it safe. But yeah, also got to catch up with my family a little bit while I was in Kernville. That's always great. Brings a big old smile to my face, and I got to post that last video. But with that, I'm gonna keep on hiking, taking it slow, and I'll catch up with you all in a little bit. All right, desert. I'm still not happy with you because of this heat, but that view is pretty awesome. Hey everybody, so as you can see, I'm in a little bit of shade here, taking a quick break, about 4 miles in, and making good time, but wanted to take advantage of this shady spot. I stopped, took my pack off, took my hat off, and set all my stuff down, just sitting here chilling for a little bit. Chugged about a liter of water with some electrolytes in it, grabbed a snack, and yeah, I'll be getting back after it here in a minute. But the trail's been good today, a lot of climbing, but taking it slow, just as several other hikers are today, and feeling good. Nice little breeze going, which is always helpful, and walking through a bunch of pinyon pines. Those things smell amazing. So all in all, it's been really good so far. I got another 8 miles, about 8.5, to get to that water source, where once I get there, I'll figure out where I'm gonna camp today and what the next 2 days looks like. Probably gonna get up really early tomorrow and start before the heat. But with that, I'm gonna pack up, get back to it, and I'll talk to y'all later. Good morning, everybody. It's a little bit before 5, and I'm having my coffee and breakfast before I head out today to beat the heat. Got a great camp. Didn't record last night. There was a bunch of hikers in here, and I have a reception here, so I took the opportunity to FaceTime with my wife for a little bit. But yesterday was great. Despite the heat, the hike was awesome. Went through a whole bunch of different areas. You saw that. Those pinyon pines, manzanita trees just smelled great. Nice breeze, a little bit of overcast to help keep that heat down. Hit 2 big milestones yesterday. Went past the 650 mile mark, of course, officially. So I'm under 2,000 miles to go now, and hit the 1/4 mark for the trail. So 25% done. Feels really good. So today, got about 35 miles to go to Kennedy Meadows. So today I'm going to do the majority of that, and then cruising there tomorrow mid-afternoon. My new pad is supposed to be delivered tomorrow, so don't want to get there too soon. And I'll probably zero on Friday and probably hit the mountains on Saturday. But today I'm not going to record, maybe a little bit, but probably not. Really got to wrap my head around what's coming up with getting out of the desert and going into the mountains. So be doing a lot of thinking and prepping and getting myself mentally ready to get into that next section, which I'm excited about because I've been talking a lot about it. But yep, and then just let my mind wander a little bit and see where I go. But I will talk to you all later. Good morning, everybody. It's about 5 o'clock. I've been on the trail for a little over an hour now. Want to get an early start. It's going to be another hot one. Yesterday zapped me. Really high temps, and water was good, feeling good, but man, did 19 miles yesterday and end up stopping and camping at a water source, Fox Mill Spring, I think it was called. About at least 20 other hikers stayed there last night too. And, want to get out away from the crowd and finish my last 17 miles in the desert. I'm actually beginning a 1,500 foot climb. It will be the last climb of the desert. Once I get to the top of this, it'll be about 13 miles down into Kennedy Meadows. We'll pass that 700 mile mark and take me into the mountains. Super excited about that. Yesterday was great, even though it was hot. Having the opportunity to not put this phone in my face and just reflect, think about my experiences and what I learned in the desert, and also to wrap my head around some of the things I think I'll face up in the mountains. All goodness, but that little break to think with no distractions did me a lot of good. And all right, I'm starting to huff and puff already, and I will get back with you all in a little bit. Just finished going over that last hill in the desert, 8,019 feet. I know I got some big climbs and summits ahead of me in the mountains, but man, this felt great. So starting this 6 mile, pretty gentle descent to the next water source. And I wanted to talk about some of those reflections that discuss things I was thinking about yesterday. Two big things come to mind when I think about what I've experienced and what I've learned in that first 700 miles here in the desert. First thing is gratitude. Gratitude toward my family for supporting me in this. This is a lot to ask. This is a 5 or 6 month endeavor, but they've been supportive 100% all the way. Gratitude toward my friends that are supporting me in this endeavor. Gratitude toward the things I see out here. The acts of kindness by strangers, the small things, sunsets, sunrises, something as simple as a cloud covering the sun to give you a break just for a few minutes. The simplicity of this trip. I have everything that I needed right here on my back. and the conversations with other hikers, meeting people that in my everyday life I would never have the opportunity to cross paths with. It's been awesome. So gratitude is the number one thing that I think about when I reflect on what I've experienced so far. And the second thing that I've reflected on is why I'm here. And what began as a trip to fulfill a childhood dream, growing up hearing about this trail and finally having the opportunity to do it, has turned into something very different. And that is doing something hard that my sons will be proud of me for. Now, I need to be clear. I know they're proud of me. They know about the work that I do. They know about the things I do to take care of our family. They know about the accomplishments. All of those things, they know. But the things that they can see, the cool, badass dad stuff, many of those things happened before my wife and I even met and before they were born. My time as a canine handler, my time as an instructor, teaching weapons and tactics, doing all that cool stuff that for a kid would be fun to watch, easy to understand, the cool dad factor in there. But this trip, I think now that they're old enough to remember, will be very meaningful, and it will illustrate that badass dad factor. The reason I think that is, there are two things that really stick out in my mind with my kiddos. The first one is with Joseph when he was 4. And him and my wife came out to watch an airborne operation when we were stationed in Georgia. And that particular day, we were jumping out of a C-130, and I was the jump master, and we were jumping off of the ramp of the 130. And the jump master is the first one to go out. So really easy to look up and figure out which one I am up there. And so went on the jump, came out, had a good shoot. Looking around, I could see the rest of the jumpers. Everyone was out and everything was good. And I looked down at the ground, and I could look back and see my wife's vehicle, and I could see those two sitting in the little lawn chairs right in front. So technically it was still in the drop zone, but not the direction I should have been going or would normally go. But took a turn, ran with the wind for a little while so I could land right in front of them. Did a stand-up landing, a little hot dogging, and I'll tell you what, the look on my son's face when he saw his dad jump out of that airplane and land right in front of him, I will never forget. The look of pride, the look of excitement, and just that smile is something that is burned in my memory, and I will have that forever. Well, he's too young to remember that experience, but I remember it, and I would love to see that look again someday. And then the second one is with my younger son, Justin. He was 8 at the time, and I brought the boys out on a trip out to Colorado and Wyoming, and we went whitewater rafting up in Wyoming and had a really good time out there. And there were 6 of us, 7 including the guide, on the raft. And the rapids weren't too crazy, but there were some moments of excitement, a little bit of fear, maybe a little bit of panic, some screaming, and a whole bunch of laughter at the end. But the guide was really relying on me. I was in the front left to help pull us through a bit of a spot that we were in. And once we got done, got out of the rapids, everybody kind of calmed down, and the guide was like, "Yep, left side's a whole lot stronger than the right." And Justin yells, "Yeah, that's because my dad, he's in the front, he's strong." And I look back, and to see the smile on that kid's face, it was just incredible. And one more of those memories, that big smile that he had, that look of pride he had in his dad, that will always be up here in my mind. So boys, I'm out here doing this for you too. Follow your dreams, follow your heart, put in the work, Don't let anyone ever tell you you can't. And I promise, I know you too will do amazing things. I love you guys. And down, down, down we go. Through this big burn area. Starting to see more green. Just had a quick pit stop at a little water source there. Got a leader that'll carry me to the next water source, which is the South Fork of the Kern River, which you can also swim in. Pretty excited about that. Probably take advantage of that. But wow, what a big difference. I have like a half a day, just some snacks worth of food, only a liter of water on me. Coming out of the desert after carrying sometimes 6 up to 8 liters of water. Wow, feels really, really light. And yeah, I'll be exchanging that water weight for a 41 ounce Bear canister and 15 ounce micro spikes and a 15 ounce mid-layer thermal shirt and some gloves. But it'll still be nice just to have those more frequent water sources and not have to carry as much. But back to hiking. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Check out these views. Just got done taking a swim in this awesome little spot that my friend Brad told me about. I've known him since 3rd grade, and he came out here with his son. His son's about 3 weeks ahead of me, and hiked the section mile 650 up to 700 with him. So they stopped here and swam, and he told me about it, and this was an awesome spot. And yeah, I feel refreshed. Now I need to get moving. I got 4.4 miles to go to get to Kennedy Meadows. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. I can see it. Ha. And there it is. Whew. 700 miles. Man, that feels awesome. Goodbye, desert. Hello, mountains. Hey, everybody. So I made it here to Grumpy Bear's retreat. They picked us up yesterday right at the trailhead, brought us back here. Camping out back with a whole bunch of other hikers that are here. Gonna zero today, go through the resupply boxes that I got yesterday, pack up my stuff, and get ready to head up into the mountains. So the next time you see me, we'll be posting a video of that first section in the Sierra. Hopefully it won't take too long to get these videos up, as I'll be in a little bit more of a remote spot than I have been for a while, but super excited to get in the mountains and super excited to share all that with you. To my family, love you guys, miss you, see you soon. And to everybody else, thanks so much for watching, and can't wait to post that next video. Laundry day and keeping it classy in our little hiker neighborhood.